Hi, this is Najib Ahmed and I'm the co-founder and CEO of EkSecond Technologies. I welcome you to this short demo on EkSecond's F&B seller aggregator platform on ONDC. Let's start with a brief introduction of what EkSecond does. EkSecond is a restaurant aggregator platform built on the Government of India backed ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce. In fact, EkSecond is among the first three companies to build and go live on the ONDC. Let's look at what ONDC is and dive into the problem it solves. To understand ONDC, let's first look at the problem it solves in the Indian F&B space. The current Indian F&B space is occupied by two large aggregators. Due to their dominant market position, the commissions they charge to the partner restaurants is unreasonably high. They also often indulge in unfair practices that harms the restaurant business. But why does a duopoly exist in the first place? Well, building a restaurant aggregator platform is incredibly hard, as a new player must build its capabilities across demand generation, supply, and logistics, which is a Herculean task for one company to get right. Due to this high entry barrier, there is a duopoly created which has harmed both the restaurant business and retail consumers alike. Similar pattern of handful of large players monopolizing the market exist on several other sectors such as mobility, e-commerce, logistics, and many more. Well, the government of India has recognized this problem and stepped forward to build a protocol that helps breaking a larger business domain into three smaller pies, that is demand generation, supply, and logistics. Each of these smaller pies are owned and solved for by specialized players bringing in their expertise in that specific domain. For example, EkSecond has a network of about 4,000 restaurant partners which it brings to the ONDC ecosystem and hence solving the supply side of the problem. Shadowfax, a logistics company, has come onto the ONDC ecosystem bringing along its tech and operations capabilities solving for the logistics piece of the pie. While Paytm, a UPI app, brings with it a large retail consumer base onto the ONDC network, solving for demand generation piece. Let's look at ONDC's architecture. Central to the ONDC platform architecture is the ONDC protocol, which is a set of standard API interface specifications laid out by ONDC. All three parties, the buyer-facing app, the seller aggregator app, and the logistics app, conform to the standard API interface and talk to each other via this common set of APIs. Let's see how an order flows on ONDC. A buyer logs into his favorite app and looks for his favorite restaurant nearby. He chooses his favorite food and places an order. The buyer app forwards the order over to EkSecond's backend via ONDC's standard APIs. EkSecond's partner restaurant is notified of this order, which they fulfill using EkSecond's point of sale app. EkSecond also notifies its logistics partner of the pickup and drop location of the order and sends it timely signal to pick up the order. Upon order completion, the buyer app transfers the order value to EkSecond, which in turn pays to its restaurant partner and logistics partner. This completes the order cycle. Let's look at EkSecond's journey building and scaling operations on the ONDC. EkSecond started building on the ONDC platform in June 2022 and went live on ONDC in November 2022. After a brief closed pilot phase, we went live in March 2023 and expanded to onboard 1,000 restaurants by April 2023. Currently, we have about 4,000 proud restaurants on our platform. Well, this is where EkSecond's operations on ONDC stand. We have about 4,000 restaurants on our platform that we bring onto the ONDC network, which together offer 500,000 products to its customers transacting on the network. We have served about 10,000 orders from March 2023 to November 2023. What are our goals for year 2024? On the back of some strategic partnerships we've established lately, we are looking to expand our network of restaurants to 12,000 stores, offering about 1.5 million products, aiming at an order volume of 50,000 by November 2024. Let's look at a live order being placed with one of EkSecond's partner restaurants. This is a video that I'm going to play now. A customer logs into his favorite app, which happens to be Magic Pin in this case. He searches for his favorite restaurant nearby, which happens to be a EkSecond partner restaurant. He scrolls down, looks for his food that he wishes to buy, and adds it to the cart. He then checks out. Upon checking out, he adjusts the cart and decides to pay. At this point, the buyer app collects the payment from the customer and confirms the order with EkSecond via ONDC's standard APIs. Upon receiving the order from buyer app, EkSecond's backend forwards this order to the EkSecond point of sale and notifies the corresponding restaurant of the order. While the restaurant is preparing food, EkSecond also notifies its logistics partner that an order needs to be picked up from the restaurant's location and needs to be delivered to the customer's location. When the restaurant confirms the food being ready, the logistics partner picks up the food from the restaurant and delivers it to the customer. Once the order has been marked delivered, the buyer application forwards the payment to EkSecond, which in turn pays to its restaurant partner and the logistics partner. This concludes the transaction. Thank you.